Hi guys, I wanted to send a message to one of my friends, but then I thought maybe I should post it publicly because maybe somebody else wants to hear it or maybe they need to hear it. So here it goes. Ollie, you are one of my closest friends, and I'm so proud of you of what you achieved yesterday on stage. You looked your best ever, your best conditioning ever, your best package ever. You really looked awesome on stage. Bodybuilding is a beautiful sport. It teaches you the discipline to bulk up, put on some size, then diet down, and then carb up and dry out to present yourself on stage. Many people don't even know what it takes to get into that shape and stand on stage. So, what you've done is an achievement in itself. Bodybuilding is a beautiful sport because it teaches you that discipline. Otherwise, if you don't learn it, you're going to make a fool of yourself on stage. However, bodybuilding can be very disappointing as well because you potentially put the opportunity of judgment into somebody else's hand. However, you need to realize that that judgment doesn't define you. That number that you get as a placing, that barely defines you. That barely reflects how you looked on stage. Bodybuilding is a subjective sport, and as such, it has its rules and guidelines, and then whatever happens on stage, it happens. It's out of your control. You can only do your best and hope for the best. But unfortunately, the judging is completely out of your control. It's not one of those sports where you are the first one to cross the line, so you win. It's subjective, it's down to the judge's judgment. But because of this sport is so subjective, why does it matter how the judges judge you? What placing they give to you? Does it matter? Does it mean anything? Why do we seek approval of people that we don't even care about? How the judges place you? I care about most how I look on stage, not necessarily the placing they give me. Why? Because we kind of know the background of that, don't we? So a placing is a placing. How you looked on stage, that's something that they cannot take away from you, even with a placing. We are not all the same, but I'd rather look great and place lower than look not so good and win a competition. I wouldn't feel good if I knew that I didn't give my best, I didn't look my best, and I still won that competition, and there were other people looking a lot better than me, and they placed lower. Let me tell you an example. In 2012, a year after I started competing, I went to the NAC World Championships in June, and I won it. Then in November, I was getting ready for the British finals, same federation. And then end of November, I think 3 or 4 weeks after that, they had the Universe. So I competed beginning of November at the British finals, and I won that too. But I didn't look my best because I was hoping to peak end of November when I went to the Universe. Obviously, that was a much bigger competition. So I wanted to look my best at the Universe. I didn't look my best at the British finals, and I won it. And I always thought I actually didn't deserve that because I didn't look my best. However, they gave it to me because probably they had high hopes for me at the Universe. What I'm saying is that I've been on both ends of it. I was marked down when I looked great And then I won when I didn't even look my best. Which one was the better feeling? Difficult to tell, but I'd rather look good on stage than not looking that great, knowing that other people around me look better, but then they get marked down and you win. That's all I'm saying. It's just an opinion of people who don't even matter. So just keep your head up high because what you've achieved is brilliant. So be proud of that. Be proud of your athletes, how they looked on stage, and just take that with you, okay? And don't care about other people's opinion because let's be honest, they don't matter. Only you